Been receiving a lot of questions related to COVID-19 as things constantly change, both globally and right here in New Hampshire.
So we asked you to send in your questions for Governor Sununu. He is joining us live on set.
And we are all practicing social distancing on set, so is the governor. And we are going to start our questions right now. Governor, thanks for joining us, first of all. I know it's a busy day for you. Our first question comes in. We had a lot of questions about schools reopening, including this one from Carissa. Are children going back to school this year? I'm extremely nervous about sending mine back due to my children having lung disease.
Well, I can definitely appreciate you being extremely nervous, and I'm going to tell you it's extremely unlikely. We'll make a final decision and announcement tomorrow, but so far we've looked at a lot of different opportunities, but none of them can really guarantee the social and physical distancing that we need to make sure that some of the asymptomatic transmissivity, in other words, people that don't even have symptoms, especially kids, can be passing it back and forth, and we don't want them to bring it home to their parents, their grandparents, whatever it might be. So unfortunately, it is extremely unlikely, and we're probably in this one with remote learning all the way through June.
All right. Kimberly asks, can you provide any guidance to when you might start opening up the state?
So we get this question a lot. Opening up the state isn't just a binary decision. It's not we're going to be open or we're going to be closed, because we're not closed, right? We've provided a lot of flexibility. A lot of businesses still remain open. We still have our stay-at-home order that we want people to adhere to. But as we start opening up different aspects, it really has to do with the timing, maybe new models. Like, how do we get restaurants open? That's a tough one because you're going to have 100 people in a room. So do we limit the number of people that you have? Do you do every other table, limit groups of 5 or less? So we're asking restaurants to come back with new models about how that might look. Asking golf courses, people want golf courses open, to come back with how that might look. We're even talking to Hampton Beach. If we were to open the beaches, with Maine and Massachusetts hopefully opening theirs, what would that new model look like? So in each of these aspects, we're challenging ourselves to find the new models, seeing what the timing might be, and then really watching where the numbers are. We've seemed to have plateaued with our numbers, but we're not on a downswing yet. We had approximately 60 new cases, 5 more deaths today. So while we're not seeing the increases that other states continue to see, we're still not on a downswing, and we're not out of this yet, but we're designing those models to start opening things up gradually, step by step. We're planning on that already.
All right, thanks, Governor. Tamara has a question now. She wants to know, when you start thinking about opening the state, have you thought about opening specific sections at a time, given that more than 70% of the cases appear to be in the southern half?
It's a great question, and another part of our model of opening the state up is, again, look at Coos or Grafton, Carroll, Cheshire County, where you don't see as many cases as you do in Hillsborough and Rockingham in particular. And so that is definitely an option on the table. If we can open up other parts of the state before some of the more highly impacted areas, that might be a possibility. Also, with the stay-at-home order, do we look at maybe keeping the stay-at-home order in place for the most vulnerable populations, the elderly population, to make sure we're protecting them, but we provide more flexibility for the other population. So there's different ways to do it, and we're looking, whether it's geographically or demographically, it's all on the table.
This has been a big concern. Chris asks, if we see our numbers increase due to opening back up our state in stages, will we be going back to a stay-at-home again?
That is a real possibility. And so this is all about making sure that if we've hit a plateau, we don't go down and then see a second spike. And the second spike, if it were to come, would likely even be worse than the first, and that would be disastrous. So whatever we do, we have to be prepared. That's why when we talk about the state of emergency, these orders, as we gradually come out, we all have to be prepared. If the numbers were to spike up for any such reason, maybe it's seasonal, maybe as we get into next winter or next fall, we start seeing things swing back up. Maybe we've opened things too quickly and we have to clamp them right back down again. We're going to have to make those very tough decisions, unfortunately. We don't want to be there, but we're always going to be prepared for that if it were to happen.
All right, thanks, Governor. Stay right there. We will be right back with more of your questions.